We came off the State of Play event from Sony yesterday. You know, some people had their mixed reaction to the show. I wasn't too hot on it. However, was very much excited about a variety of Square Enix titles. Particularly, Valkyrie Elysium was the title that I think caught a lot of people by surprise. I mean, there were trademarks out there, but I don't know if everybody was expecting a brand new title to be announced this quickly. But yes, the classic Valkyrie series is being revived, and if you don't know, these games have been on PlayStation 2, PlayStation Portable, PlayStation 1. They've been around for a very long time, and it's been dormant for quite a while. However, we got the announcement of a new title in Valkyrie Elysium, and interestingly enough, we got the announcement with a reveal trailer, and then a ton of information came out. Now, this is a game that is relatively far along. It is scheduled for a 2022 release, so this is going to be coming right around the corner. I know some people aren't completely sold on it, given the fact that, you know, the series has been AFK, so to speak, for quite a while, and it's been dormant, and a lot of you guys don't have the nostalgic attachment with a Valkyrie profile that a lot of other people do. Valkyrie Profile came out in North America on the PlayStation 1 back in like 2000. Valkyrie Profile 2 came out in 2006. You're talking over a decade ago, and it's not like those franchises resonated at the level of the premier Square Enix JRPGs, but a lot of people that played them, you know, ranked those games right among the Final Fantasy games of the world, the top Final Fantasies, that is. So let's talk about Valkyrie Elysium, because a lot of information just came out from Square Enix. The trailer provides a first glimpse of the game's protagonist, a young Valkyrie who is entrusted with the fate of the world by the All-Father, the highest of the gods and ruler of all creation. She will face various enemies on her quest and must utilize a variety of weapons, magic, and the power of her allies to prevent Ragnarok, the destruction of the world. The trailer itself showcases some of its gameplay more action-oriented, definitely with a little bit of flair going on with different elemental abilities and different attacks you can utilize. Valkyrie Elysium calls on its roots with music from series regular Motoi Sakuraba, while driving the series forward in a fresh new direction with classic combat mechanics such as finishing moves and combo systems reimagined for an action RPG. The game also features character designs by Yuya Nagai of Psy Designation. The game itself is an action RPG featuring an epic story, beautiful environments, and a new fast-paced combat system that combines strategy, action, and a unique combo system that will test your ability to think and react. The game takes place in the distant past, in a world where Ragnarok, the end of times, looms large upon the realms. With the last of his strength, the All-Father creates an emissary of redemption, a lone Valkyrie who can become the salvation of this doomed world. As the brave warrior descends into the ruined land, she encounters many challenges and uncovers the hidden truth behind its impending destruction. What will she think of this irrational world, and what end will she choose for it? The gameplay was also detailed. Valkyrie Elysium also incorporates elements of the Valkyrie series' classic gameplay. Recruitable warriors are in the game. They will join the hero to fight alongside her when summoned. It's a beautiful game too, with incredible art design that captures the spirit of the series in an exciting modern way. On PlayStation 5, performance-wise, it's also running in 4K and 60 frames per second, making for an adventure that looks and feels beautifully crisp. Like, I like the art style of this game, don't get me wrong. It's got a good look going on. I like the color palette and elements like that. However, it shouldn't be twisted. It's not like this game is a technical blowaway or anything like that. 4K and 60 frames per second, yo, that's right up my alley. We're not seeing a lot of games do 4K and 60 frames per second. It's kind of a rarity, even on the PlayStation 5. This game running at 4K 60, it's nice. It is a cross-gen game, but there's a lot of cross-gen games that don't run at 4K 60 as well, so that's a nice element this game has going on for it. They also note, of course, we must mention the music. Series composer Motoi Sakuraba returns and contributes to the game's stunning score. RPGs are always better when they have a strong soundtrack, and this one is going to be, well, literally music to your ears. The announcement trailer definitely had music that was fit a level of grandeur that a big budget JRPG, in this case an action JRPG, would be fitted to, and I think that's something that will definitely draw people in. Again, from a gameplay standpoint, I think a lot of people were kind of like, this looks like a little bit of a generic action RPG. I think you have to let all the gameplay elements flesh out. I think the elements like summonings, I think some of the different elemental abilities, that could be interesting, and being an action-oriented game, it running at 60 frames per second on the PlayStation 5 is very much ideal. And yes, while this is a JRPG franchise that has a history attached to it, you gotta believe that given Square Enix knows that this is a franchise people haven't touched in a very, very long time, you know, they're gonna make it very accessible to a new audience as well. They want to get people invested into a franchise like this. And you know what? As much flack as I give Square Enix sometimes for announcing games that are like 5-6 years away, gotta give them credit where credit is due for announcing Valkyrie Elysium, and the game is right around the corner. Barring any delays, this is going to be a 2022 title, so credit to them for not doing a teaser trailer, not doing a trailer for a game that's gonna come out in 5 to 6 years, and I know sometimes it's good for promotional elements, but it's nice to see, you know, Square Enix of all publishers, which, with their Japanese titles, they have been kind of notorious for announcing games that are so far away, namely with Final Fantasy titles, but they kind of are shifting that a little bit with some of their other IPs. Valkyrie Elysium getting announced, it coming later this year. Of course, the new strategy JRPG, the Dinofield Chronicles, that being announced, and that also coming in 2022. Star Ocean, that being announced, and that's also going to be coming in 2022. So Square Enix is setting the table for a pretty robust 2022 outside of IPs from Final Fantasy. They could always rely on Final Fantasy, but they are trying to make some other IP shine here. By the way, the game is being done by a relatively unknown studio in Soleil. They've done some other titles that you guys might be aware of. They actually worked on the Samurai Jack game that released in 2020. They worked on Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers. They helped with that game. And they've got a couple of other interesting projects in the works. Hopefully, this can be a bit of a breakout title for them, because I would say that this is the biggest spotlight that they're going to have on them. So yeah, hopefully this turns out pretty well. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know your anticipation level for the game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm hoping for the best. And again, more than anything, I'm happy Square Enix took the route of just announcing this game. It's going to be out by the end of the year. That's great to see, barring any delays. And everybody knows I'm pessimistic as they come when it comes to delays, but it does seem like this game is pretty far along. But that's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and as we hear more information about the game, I'm sure to let you guys know. Goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.